For years, we have been blessed with amazing Spider-Man content, from the video games to the movies to the comic books, which aren't doing the best right now. Spider-Man content has been peak for the last couple of years, but what we've been lacking has been a good Spider-Man television show, as the last one we got was some bullshit knockoff barely Spider-Man, and before that was a really childish and comedic attempt at the Ultimate Spider-Man. It's safe to say that we haven't gotten a good Spider-Man show in a while, and it looks like the trend's continuing. We just recently got a concept art for the new Spider-Man show, Spider-Man Freshman Year, which takes place in another reality not named MCU. Now, it's really weird, and although I am a little excited to be getting a new Spider-Man show, it finally begs the question, do we even need this show, or does anyone even care about it or want it? Now, I swear to God, I completely forgot about this show till D23, when we first saw the look for the trailer of the show and a little bit of the art style, and it looks good. It looks like they were resembling what they were doing with the animation style for What If and with X-Men 97, and definitely there's a lot of Spider-Verse influence in this show, but I think the majority of people thought that this show was cancelled. I mean, it was announced nearly 4 years ago, and since then, this is basically everything we have gotten for it, which makes me wonder why they went with this instead of other shows they could have done. Now, I feel like this show was initially supposed to be what Spider-Man was before he was in the MCU and before we met him in Civil War. But I think the uproar from the fans and whatnot made them move from this storyline into what we have now, which is essentially a story where we follow Peter throughout his first year of high school. And now, whether this is in the MCU or not, it still sounds like they could do some pretty cool stuff with this character, and I'm interested to see how they pull it off. But my main question is, why didn't Disney just do a continuation of another Spider-Man show instead? A Spider-Man show that has been beloved for years and ended on a cliffhanger. A show that is in the same universe as the X-Men 97 show we just got. They should just bring back Spider-Man 98. And why didn't we get Spider-Man 98? This show would have made perfect sense to bring back instead of what they're doing an entirely new show. Spider-Man 98 was beloved by fans of all ages, and seeing it in a new animation style with new villains and foes for that Spider-Man to fight would have been incredible to see on the silver screen again. This was the perfect opportunity for Disney to bring back a Spider-Man show and give us new things in it, and I think a lot of the fans and people would have really enjoyed watching Spider-Man 98 once again. Now, although they didn't go in this direction, there's another direction that they could have went in, and I think a lot of you guys already know what that is. And that is, of course, doing Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. Spectacular Spider-Man is easily one of the greatest pieces of Spider-Man media we have ever gotten, and getting a Season 3 would have been amazing, as it left on abruptly and the show was cancelled. And the sheer amount of stories that I've still been left to told about Spectacular Spider-Man, getting a Season 3 to the show would have been amazing to say the least, and opened the door for different possibilities for this character. However, now it seems we won't be getting either of these shows. Anyway, so I guess Spider-Man Freshman Year will have to do. So I did some research online to find out what this show is really about, and hopefully it's not some Marvel Spider-Man remake. Anyway, after digging a little bit, I finally found out what this show is actually about and the purpose of it. Spider-Man Freshman Year is not just another retelling of Spider-Man's origin story, but rather an exploration of an alternate universe where things unfolded differently. This show will dive into what would have happened if Norman Osborn, instead of Tony Stark, became Peter's mentor, leading to a drastically different set of circumstances and challenges for our young hero. The twist opens up a lot of potential for fresh storylines and the character interaction that we haven't seen before in the MCU, offering fans a unique take on the Spider-Man mythos. That being said, while Spider-Man Freshman Year certainly has a lot of potential, it's hard not to feel like it's a missed opportunity. With the immense love and nostalgia surrounding both Spider-Man the animated series and of course the Spectacular Spider-Man, Disney had the perfect opportunity to continue to reboot these beloved shows. Bringing them back would have capitalized on the current trend of reviving classic animated series and could have pleased both old fans and new audiences alike. But for now, it seems like we'll just have to wait and see if Spider-Man Freshman Year can live up to the expectations and deliver something truly special we're used to with these Spider-Man shows. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace.